But how about going for hip surgery, or a multiple bypass, or a facelift? A growing number of Americans are doing just that, combining holidays with health care. This uninsured Louisiana man had a complicated quintuple bypass. This woman from Bend, Oregon, a bit of an eye lift.
It turned out to be, it was just beyond my expectations.
Summertime. It's almost upon us. Millions will be heading out to foreign lands for vacation, adventure, tourism, or just a beautiful beach. But how about hip surgery or a multiple bypass? A growing number of tourists are doing just that, combining holidays with health care. And that's because a growing number of countries are offering first-rate medical care at third-world prices. Many of these medical tourists can't afford health care at home. The 40 million uninsured Americans, for example. Others are going for procedures not covered by their insurance. Infertility treatment, a facelift. And the hospitals in these faraway countries are glad to have these medical tourists. In fact, they're courting their business, trying to get more people to outsource their own health care. Curious place which claims to have more foreign patients than any other hospital in the world. It's like a United Nations of patients here. They're cared for by more than 500 doctors, most with international training. The hospital has state-of-the-art technology, and here's the clincher, the price. Treatment here costs about 1/8 what it does in the United States. That's right, 1/8. He made that appointment after he learned that the bypass would cost him about $12,000. He chose his cardiologist, Dr. Chad Wanishiwad, after reading on the hospital's website that he used to practice at the National Institutes of Health in Maryland.
That's where he practiced for a number of years.
Right.
Every doctor that I saw there has practiced in the United States.
You never called him?
No, never talked to him.
But 3 days after walking into the hospital, he was on the operating table. 2 weeks later, he was home. How you feeling?
Wonderful. I wish I had found them sooner, because I went through a year. I was in bad shape. I bet I had 8 RNs just on my section of the floor alone. First-class care.
That's what the hospital prides itself on. It's first-class medical care, which it can offer so cheaply because everything is cheaper here, particularly labor and malpractice insurance. You can get just about any kind of treatment, from chemotherapy to plastic surgery. When she decided to combine sightseeing with a bit of an eye lift. Were you at all nervous about having an operation?
Yes. Yes, I was somewhat hesitant of having any type of an operation in a foreign country, and it turned out to be just beyond my expectations.
But not beyond her budget, $1,500, and that included a private room. How would you describe the difference between this place and an American hospital?
It's much nicer than any that I've ever stayed in the United States.
The rooms look more like hotel rooms than hospitals. Would you go back?
Oh, I'm going back this fall, yeah.
Why?
I'm going back to see my doctor and have a checkup again.